We are back. That's right. We are back to Football 101. That's right. Football 101 NFL Training Camp, show number 7. That's right. Show number 7. We are featuring the NFC South. That's right. The NFC South. Hello. NFC South. Yes, this is the Beetle, your host. I'm doing all the conferences of the NFL, and now we're coming down to the final couple conferences, and the second to last one is the NFC South. Wow, it's refreshing. It's training camp. It's actually day 2 of training camp for majority of the NFL teams. Some teams started last week, like the Pittsburgh Steelers and Dallas Cowboys, and as well as one of the teams in the NFC South started on Saturday, which I'm going to get to. But again, the feeling of training camp. That's right, I said training camp. For those of us who have played the game, and just in high school, college, you know this is the time of season to get yourself ready for the football season. And training camp is just always in the air. You can feel it late July, early August. It's training camp. You get the mentality. You get another a feel of life, because you know you have to get yourself fully in shape for training camp. And your mentality and everything changes. It's in your blood if you do it again and again and again. And it still is in the blood of your host, the Beetle. It's just natural. You know, I can feel it in the air. You know, I just want to get out on the field, even though I'm well beyond my years of playing football. I could just feel the itch and want to get out there in some form or fashion. So this is my way of staying connected to the NFL and training camp. This is my way. So here we go, folks. A little shout out to feeling the training camp season. And again, it's a unique feeling, and I wish everyone could feel it because it's time to get real. It's time to get your stuff together. And in this situation right here, the NFC South, we have in the NFC South, Carolina Panthers. We also have, who else do we have in the NFC South? I'm trying to think. The New Orleans Saints. We have Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we have the Atlanta Falcons. That's right, Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Bucks. And how is it going to pan out? Here are my predictions. Obviously, I'm going to get to it. Number 1, Tampa Bay. Number two, Atlanta Falcons. Yes, I said number 2, Atlanta Falcons. 3, New Orleans Saints. And 4, Carolina Panthers. So that's how I see it right at the beginning of training camp season. And let me just get to the champions. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers will still return and still win this division. Again, returning as champions, just got their rings last week, and just went to see the president the other week. And so they're all back. All 22 starters. And this is a team game. Okay? It's not about one player, Brady. It's a team sport. And we can see that how this team came together very fast under head coach Bruce Arians. And I was a critic of him last year, but he finally gave a little, reorganized his philosophy to fit this veteran team. And yes, the Bucks, Tampa Bay Bucks, all the players reporting back with Brady, quarterback, Ronald Jones, running back, and with Leonard Fournette. He was really the key with this running attack, because he just elevated his game to another level. Leonard Fournette. And let me just say, in the offseason, the Tampa Bay Bucks got a free agency. Giovanni Bernard from the Bengals. He's going to be that scat back, but he's going to be that needed third down back, dump off back. Giovanni Bernard, really an outstanding veteran with the Cincinnati Bengals for, I believe, over 7-8 years. He comes to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Wow. Now that was a very important pickup, Giovanni Bernard. But they have Ronald Jones II starting with Leonard Fournette. The wide receivers, my boy Mike Evans, Mr. Clutch, still there. Chris Godwin came under, is the franchise player. He wanted to come back. He's franchised. And, of course, he's going to be coming in with wants to make major plays so he can get that mega deal next year. Don't forget Scotty Miller, very scrappy, and perhaps the fastest player on the team. And, of course, Antonio Brown had to get his act together and really performed up to better than expectations. So, and Antonio Brown is Brady's boy, and so he brought in Antonio Brown, quite frankly, last year. And of course, Ron Gronkowski, the Gronk at tight end, one of the major tight ends with Cameron Brate, and one of the veterans, Howard, who was injured last year, all pro the year before, but Howard I saw him in training camp. He is ready to go. So they're going to have three major tight ends, all pro tight ends at Brady's disposal. They'll have four wideouts, and then 3 outstanding running backs. Their offensive line is stout. They're doing a better job. They're going to mix better this year. So the offense looks tight. The defense, that's the strength. It's all about defense. It's all about defense. That's how you win championships. And this team wants to win, wants to go back to back. So it's all about defense. Nose tackle, Ndamukong Suh. There you go. Defense end, Ndamukong Suh. Nose tackle, Vita Vea. Defensive end, William Golston. And then you have, you got to have, where's PPP? They had PPP there last year. Inside linebacker, Devin White, Shaquille Barrett, my boy Shaquille, and Levante Davis. They're one of the fastest linebacking crew. There's Jason Pierre-Paul, and then you have on the corner Carlton Davis, Sean McBunting, my boy Antoine Winfield Jr. Yeah, Jr. I remember his dad, Antoine Winfield Sr. was a graduate of The Ohio State. Antoine Winfield Jr., graduate of Minnesota, University of Minnesota. Then you have Jordan Whitehead, and they have excellent backups. So that entire crew is coming back with the defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles. The defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles. And that brother knows how to keep on bringing the pain, bringing the pressure. So, again, I see the defense of the Tampa Bay Bucks continuing to elevate. You're going to have injuries, but they have a core set of defensive players that can get in there and make plays. always stepping up. So the defensive pressure will all. And now, let me just say, during training camp, it's funny already to see Coach Bruce Arians driving around in his go-kart. Did you see? Have you checked out there? I saw it on NFL Network. Shout out to Good Morning Football and NFL Network, where Bruce Arians is driving around in his cart now, in his golf cart, his specially made Tampa Bay golf cart. That's what happens when you become Super Bowl coach and Super Bowl winner. You get a golf cart, professionally made in a Tampa Bay way, and of course that really fits the mentality of Bruce Arians. Kind of laid back. Party. He likes to party. He likes to have a good time. But now it's training camp, and basically he's told the team last year is over. This is time to start all over and earn the right to be another Super Bowl champion. But they have to start off with square one. So I like his messaging already, starting training camp. And of course, I'm not going to spend time talking about my boy Tom Brady. I told you last year magic would happen. And he's back in the fold. He was ready from day one. He was very active during the offseason. But Brady is back, looking good. Now without even a pad on his knee. He had surgery. He was actually injured last year. Didn't tell anybody until everything was over. So Brady looks like he's still back in the form. And so we're just going to play it by ear, but it's good to see the camaraderie, the attitude, and really the hunger. And that's what I want to see during training camp. Is the hunger still there? You don't want complacency. You want to feel good. But is the hunger there? That's the big question mark for the Bucs. Is the hunger really there? Because you know it. You're going to get everyone's A game. But the key for the Bucs is the hunger. You got to want it even more. As a Super Bowl champ, you got to bring your A game every single play. Will they do that? I'm anticipating they will do it, but you never know. Particularly with a veteran-laden team, there's going to be injuries, so they're going to need players to truly step up. Step up. Number 2, second in the division, I am predicting a surprise. That's right, I am predicting a surprise. Number 2 in the division, I am picking the Atlanta Falcons. Can you believe it? The Atlanta Falcons. I used to live in Atlanta for 2 years in Atlanta. Love Atlanta. Still a growing city. Congested, though, on the highways. But I still love Atlanta. They changed out their coach, and now it's Arthur Smith. They still have Matty Ice. Matty Ice is again, I'm not the biggest fan of Matty Ice, but he can still get the ball to his wideouts. Yes, they lost Julio Jones. Julio got tired of him. I don't blame him. They are featuring Calvin Ridley, but who they picked up in the draft changes everything. Kyle Pitts, the tight end from University of Florida. What I hear in training camp, he is a beast. He's going to garner number 1 coverage in a lot of situations. He's a tight end. They're going to move him around a lot. He's just a beast. I'm not even going. I don't want to throw out this, but he's almost like a freak of nature. That's what I hear from his teammates. So he's very well gifted. He will fit in well. They got to get the ball to him in all different types of packages. Gone is Todd Gurley. They need a strong run and attack. So I'm seeing a lot of rejuvenation with the Falcons, and they have a scrappy defense, even though they give up yards. with Alan Bailey, defensive end. Hello. Grady Jarrett, Tyler Davidson, and Dante Fowler, defensive end. Deion Jones, middle linebacker. And then you have Sheffield, and the corners are okay. Okay, but I'm picking the Falcons number 2 in this division because of they needed new leadership. And so I'm picking them because of really Kyle Pitts and just a change of environment. Number three. Yes, I know you probably thought they would. This team would be probably fighting for number 1, but I'm picking number 3 in this division. The New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints. That's right, New Orleans Saints with head coach Sean Payton. Now the reason why I'm picking New Orleans Saints number 3 in training camp is we just found out just a couple of days ago that wide receiver Michael Thomas just had surgery on his ankle. So he's going to be out for at least 8 or 9 weeks. Had surgery just a couple of weeks ago, just a week or 2 ago, maybe a week. He's out. Their leading wide receiver is out. And of course, there's no Drew Brees. Drew Brees retired. You'll see him in the commentating football. So you have starting quarterback between Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston will probably get the start, but you're going to get a lot of Taysom Hill. And then of course you have Alvin Kamara, the phenomenal all-pro running back, Mr. Everything. So their offense will have to really revolve around the wide receiver, have to really revolve around Emmanuel Sanders, Dante Harris, Marquez Callaway. But the loss of Michael Thomas is tremendous. And how the next quarterback will fit into the Sean Payton offense is a mystery. Some said there's going to be 2 quarterbacks all the time. I don't like that. I don't think it's going to work. Is Jameis Winston going to start? More than likely, I think he will start. But you're going to get a lot of Taysom Hill. And let me just say this. I'm not a big fan of Taysom Hill. I think he's splash and dash, but he's getting slower. He's not fast as a quarterback slash slot receiver slash tight end. He does everything, but again, defenses don't fear him anymore. It's a lot of gadget play. What I'm saying, Sean Payton put him in a lot of gadget plays. Those gadget plays just don't work well throughout the entire game. So he's going to have to decide upon if it's going to be a 2 quarterback running decision, 2 quarterbacks, stick with it, make it, do it, commit to it. But if you're going to choose one quarterback over another, no one knows how Jameis Winston will be when he comes, after sitting for a couple of years, and whether Taysom Hill can actually lead a team, regularly. So big question marks with the Saints. And quite frankly, I just see them decline. Of course, you like on defense Cameron Jordan. He brings the attitude, the pain, and of course you love. I really like Malcolm Jenkins, veteran, strong safety, and as well as Janoris Jenkins, strong cornerback. I mean, Marshawn Lattimore. They got a great secondary. Really they will keep teams down in points. But it's just that their offense is right now is clueless to me. Clueless. So that's the reason why I picked them third in this division. I know you're probably saying you're crazy. I'm picking them third. Okay, because again, that big issue of quarterback, I don't know if it's going to be truly resolved throughout this season. And then fourth, Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers with head coach Matt Rule. This is his, I believe, will be his third year. I think it might be his third year. Gone is Teddy Bridgewater. They picked up in the free agency Sam Darnold from the Jets, starting quarterback from the Jets. So I think Sam will fit in, but it will take time. He has to throw to Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore. Gone is Curtis Samuel. My boy, they just didn't know what to do with Curtis Samuel. And of course, Christian McCaffrey is back after injury. Really like to see my boy Christian McCaffrey return to his form. And then you have their stout, strong defense. Again, their defense is strong, consistent. Defensive end Brian Burns, Quaway Short, K'Wan Short. I'm sorry, K'Wan Short. Defensive tackle Derek Brown, and then they have weak side linebacker Shaq Thompson received a big deal, signing deal. So they got a strong defense. I just think that the question mark was with Sam Darnold and with the head coach Matt Rule. You know, he's still coming up from college, still getting acclimated to the professional, and I like his attitude. He's got swagger. But again, I don't know what type of team that they truly are molding. Because, again, they put a lot of time and effort on Teddy Bridgewater last year and let him go. And Teddy said a few things in parting. Said this place is not professional. So, again, I don't know how Sam Darnold's going to fit in with Matt Rule's offense. And I just feel like things are still in a flux. They're moving forward, but still in a flux. They're not on a downward trend. I don't think they're on a down. I think they just got to settle in and find out what their identity really is. So that's a big question mark. So there you go. That's the NFC South. I think I finished on time. And this is the Beetle. I'm making it through. And quite frankly, it will be a very competitive division. Don't get me wrong. It will be very competitive. Yet I still think the edge goes to the Tampa Bay Bucks and my boy Brady. It still goes to the Tampa. I got my training camp hat. It just still goes to the Buccaneers. Don't forget that. Forget about all the other news that's happening in the NFL. Like Aaron Rodgers' press conference. It comes down. I had to do a dig on that. Which he said a lot of great things, by the way. But that's the NFC North. The NFC South is still Super Bowl champs. Just have to stay true to who they are and not get caught up in the hype and maintain that edge. They have to maintain that edge because otherwise it's going to be a long season. But I feel strong that they will have a very, very good chance of winning. Just winning this. The most important thing, win each and every game as much as possible. Don't make the same mistakes as last year. But take care of your division. And I think this is a better opportunity to win their division. So there you go. That's the Beatles' take on NFL Training Camp Show number 7, the NFC South. I'm just telling it like it is, going between the and you gotta feel training camp. You're excited. You're gonna get sore. You're gonna get mad. But this is the greatest feeling in the part of the year for all football players. The anticipation, the anxiety. But you're ready to get out there, put the pads on, and it's time to get physical. That's what training camp is all about. And that's how